I just got a central program like 2 days ago. I went to the show. I was supposed to be here.
Swept Media. Get swept up in today's independent music.
Good morning, everyone. In case it's not morning, we're at. Good afternoon, good evening, good night. I'm your host, Anthony Longhair Leclair, and I'm joined by my fabulous co-host, the marvelous Marla, McHardy.
What's up, everybody?
And my hashtag best friend, Brad. Hey, baby Carr.
That's not my real name.
That's fair enough.
I have no reason to be here. I was just in the neighborhood. This is going to be fun.
Well, that's fair. This episode is brought to you by,
well, that's okay. If that's the only mess I make here today, you're welcome.
This episode today is brought to you by alcohol abuse. Cheers.
Cheers.
I don't abuse it. It just kind of beats me up. Like,
no.
Brad, can I talk to you for a second?
Get it down your neck. All right. So, welcome to this 6th episode of the Single Sweep. Today we'll be covering a single called... Where the fuck's the name of this thing? Today we'll be covering a single called Second Thought from transatlantic trio Raynes.
I hate it.
Yeah? Well...
Haven't even heard the song yet, just already made up your mind.
Well, that being said, since Brad already hates it, I guess we'll just jump right in after saying... So this this trio consists of one Brit and 2 Americans. It's a unique blend of indie pop and... I don't understand what this fucking means, but quote-unquote expensive folk. With bright violin riffs and soaring vocal harmonies. Do you know what expensive folk is? Is that like Gordon Lightfoot's guitar?
No.
Or
so
what?
Essentially it's like when you got 2 well-to-do parents, but you still insist on wearing a fedora and hanging out with like shithead friends, and they buy you like... yeah, no, it looks exactly right on. No offense to the guys. I'm sure your music's awesome. I was just being pessimistic beforehand, but yeah, no, I'm a tough eater. But no, so essentially, yeah, you got 2 like well-to-do parents, and you wear a fedora and like a Lenny Kravitz like length scarf, and yeah, and for some reason you sing with a real flutter. Yeah, and yeah, like that would be expensive folk in my mind's eye.
All right, well.
Let's just play folk music, but you get up on stage wearing like a full Prada suit and like some Louboutin
Sounds
shoes.
like pretty fucking expensive folk to me.
Yeah.
Well, let's check out what the fuck that means by listening to Second Thought by Raynes.
Can't wait.
We talk about the things we could do, make plans and never follow through. It's sweet until it's bitter. We sure reconsider the dream. We hope it's for the glory of love, but maybe it's been long enough to know a little better. Know what our forever would mean. I'd kill for a guarantee to make it easy to stay and shake the uncertainty, or just take it away. Without a better way to show each other the space we needed filled in our hearts. And if it's all we've got, maybe on second thought, we ought to steady the road so we can both go home for the night with a fever to sleep through. I've been too slow to decide whether I want to keep you too. But I wonder if we know the way home, still lost inside the honeycomb of mumbled indecision, stumbles and revisions we made. I'd kill for a guarantee to make it easy to stay and shake the uncertainty, or just take it away. We took a holiday without a better way to show each other the space we needed filled in our hearts. And if it's all we've got, maybe on second thought, we ought to steady the road so we can both go home for the night with a fever to sleep through. I've been too slow to decide whether I want to keep you
Oh.
Hey, what'd I miss?
That... Don't drown it. Yeah. Baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Where's the...
Oh!
The alcohol abuse.
Alcohol abuse.
Not at all. It's just like when you're making art. Did you ever fucking complain about Jackson Pollock missing a spot on his fucking paint by colors? No. I refuse to apologize for art. Shut up.
So, that was Second Thought by Raynes. We were having sexy times to that song the whole way through.
Yeah.
I guess you could say I had second thoughts. No, I actually really like that song. I was totally just being a dick before. Never saw that coming. I liked it. It was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's you go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, we're joking around while listening to it, but it has a really good beat to it. Like, it's got, like, a nice, like, good slam on the kick there, so it's just, like, the psh. Like, I really like that beat to it. Also, it's just, like, it's really feel-good music. Like, you just listen to that song and you just feel good. Like,
in spite of
why the hell was I crying?
Yeah. In spite of whatever the lyrics are saying,
yeah,
you feel really good about the beat.
It does. Like, the music just has a general really feel-good feeling to it. It's a feel-good feeling. Very descriptive.
Good.
Yeah, like a feel-good cry. Yeah.
This is so good.
You just sit there crying over your chocolate ice cream.
This is like rom-com film montage style music. Like, driving in the Corvette, like, the top's down at night with the lights. It's like...
I love it.
And she's at home doing whatever, and he's like, no, I'm going to turn the car around and go and see her. And then, like, at the very end, it's like, I'm having second thoughts. And they're at the door, and he walks in, he's there, and he loves her, and all this shit. That's what's happening right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like, there's a wonderful female comedian, her name escapes me right now, but she talks about intentionally breaking up with a dude because she's never had a breakup in the rain, right? Yeah. We'll talk about that more later, Tony, because it's actually a really, really funny sketch by a very, very talented young lady, and unfortunately her name escapes me right now. I don't know, too much sponsorship from our sponsors right now. No, you're supposed to have a sponsor.
Whoops. That's where we're going wrong.
But no, it's like that breakup in the rain, and then she realizes, okay, I got that out of the way. Oh no, I really fucked up. And then, like, sure enough, that song starts playing, and everything just kind of magically works out. Like, yeah, glad I dodged that bullet.
Oops.
Here we go.
That's great. So you can definitely tell which one is the Brit and which one are the two Americans.
Accuse.
Well, mon Dieu, comment pas?
J'accuse. No, I cannot tell the one that, and obviously being a proud Irish dude, and I'm not going to say that the Irish and the English sound anything alike, but there's certain hints to the music when... take our buddy Ed Sheeran. Whenever he sings something, he's like, "Oh, you're definitely not from that beautiful little green teddy bear in the middle of the ocean." You know.
Oh, top of the morning to you then. Why don't you touch Joe?
Yeah. That being said, I don't know, the music is tight. The vocals are great. This is like one of those tunes that we would just like throw out acoustically sometime when we're coming here jamming. You'd be like, check this shit out.
Yeah.
You would jam that, and,
I love this song, but I also really want to hear an acoustic version of it now, or like just do an acoustic version.
All right, here we go.
We can definitely get around to that too. And,
I really quite enjoy that.
Not being a reoccurring guest on this show, mostly because I'm a huge liability. But like when we jam, we always strip things right down to like their basic acoustics, or just sit on like the beatbox or whatever have you. And there's just something about when you take a song like this, or whatever have you, and it's got that really, really cool crunchiness like you were talking about, and it's got that deeper beat, whatever, and just strip it down, and you can actually just kind of like slow it down a half step too, and turn it into something completely different. And it's something that I always enjoy. So I would definitely give time of day. And once again, I just want to dial back to the beginning of the episode. I totally wasn't making fun of your hat mate, the guy that I was looking at when Tony pulled up the picture of you three lads. Expensive folk. Oh, you're old enough. No, you don't live at your parents' colonial estates anymore. No, it's top drawer. No, I liked it. It was great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
None of my opinions were the bucket of hamster shit, but I mean,
It's the snare that they use there is like fucking cannon snare.
Yeah, it is. Like it's like a.
I love that. That's like Bruno Mars uses that shit all the time to great effect, and that works here too. Like,
it's like Simon and Garfunkel, like the boxer, where it's like la da da, where it's like a cannon fire, just like
and it's great because like I don't know, there are enough bits where there's some music pull, like it's like a Coldplay bridge.
I was thinking about that, yeah.
Oh, I love Coldplay.
But then fuck Coldplay because right? Boom.
Yeah.
Fuck Coldplay. This is like
very, very thick. Yeah. Cannonball snare is like the best. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it's like you could just like fire a gun, just like.
That's exactly. Yeah, I think it's a great song. So this is Raynes, again a transatlantic trio, and they just premiered via Billboard, so they're relatively significant shit, I guess.
And we are not.
We are not. We're just talking about them.
We were sitting here and talking about things we like and don't like.
Yeah, and surprise, surprise, they're all based in LA. So shout out to Matt Charlie, Joe Berger, and where the fuck is the other guy?
Well, there's only 3 guys in the picture, so I'm going to assume they're the only ones responsible for their music. You know, there's definitely not like sound technicians or anyone else that like ever helps out.
Sorry, I'm just about to wait. So,
I'm helping.
What the fuck is? We're talking about the 2 Americans. And a Brit and a Baaaaaby. Okay, so Matt Charlie and Joe Berger, both born and raised in North Dakota. Oh, there you go. Mark Race. That's his fucking name. I was like, Jesus Christ.
I tried to tell you.
I didn't hear you tell me.
I didn't.
That's right. So yeah, Matt Charlie, Joe Berger, Mark Race. Awesome stuff. Mark Race, great vocals.
Yeah, you guys are incredibly talented. I am very much looking forward to listening to more of that because I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to show some of my friends that, like, you know, wear certain style hats or, like, really, really rub it in your face that they don't, like, you don't know a certain style of music right away, and then they can, like, really rub it in. What are those people called? Oh, yeah, assholes.
Yeah.
No, I
those
can't
guys.
wait. It's like, oh, yeah, no, I totally listened to that song, like, 3 weeks ago. You just suddenly, like, their, like, skin, like, just implodes on themselves and their soul gets sucked away from, like, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Like,
Because they're no longer hip.
Yeah, like, just take the hipness right out. I'm like, ugh. Like, that's enough out of you. Cute toque. Yeah, you can't tell we're Canadian either. Just toque.
Oh, so I just discovered. So, according to their EPK, sonically the music is inspired by a myriad of different influences. Their sound has been compared to the arena-filling choruses of Coldplay, which I just did. I swear to Christ I didn't read this before I said that. So, cool.
Well, there you
compared
go.
to Coldplay, the American instrumentation of Mumford & Sons, which I didn't hear in this song.
Well, I can...
Well, maybe the new shit, but
I was going to say, I like their newer albums, like Wilder Mind or Delta.
Yeah, but like
I don't know. I could definitely hear it with the newer music.
I hear the new stuff, sure.
Yeah.
But when I think Mumford & Sons, I think like Sigh No More, right? Is that what it's called?
Sigh
That's
No More
right.
and Babel.
Yeah, so, and the harmonic complexity of the Beach Boys, which I did not hear in this song, but that's awesome. I need to listen to way more of your music. Because if you got the harmonic complexities of the fucking Beach Boys, I'm going to be listening to you guys.
Yeah.
So Raynes calls this... so they're the ones who coined the idea of expensive folk, which is a mix of apparently the arena-filling choruses of Coldplay, American instrumentation of Mumford & Sons, and the harmonic complexity of the Beach Boys. That is expensive folk. Apparently.
I still won't be able to like unsee expensive folk as like somebody getting up at an open mic wearing
Prada.
like a Prada suit and like Louboutin dress shoes.
No, like clothing that is repulsively expensive but designed to look trashy. And I'm not, saying trashy like judging people by their looks or whatever have you, but like you spend $170 for a pair of jeans that are missing the knees. You know what I mean?
I don't spend. I
know you don't spend that much because you get them second.
I get ripped jeans, but I spend $6 at Value Village on them.
Yeah, but you could just buy regular jeans and then eventually rip them.
Yeah,
I save
but I
a
don't have
boatload on
patience.
underpants by not wearing them.
There you go.
Moving forward, but like,
And they're expensive, too.
For example, Tony, is like you got good gear, you know what I mean, and like you take your music serious, whatever have you. But like the guy gets up and is like, oh hey, you know, and like intentionally looking like he hasn't like slept in days and like living a particular lifestyle, but it turns out he's got like
$3,000
brand
guitar.
new Marshall stack and like okay, like no, like expensive folk. Okay, so either you got the money somehow or you are actually talented. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and what was that one term that I like? Never be more talented than your gear. You know what I mean? Like always play a guitar that is actually like I don't know, $1,000 out of your skill range because it's going to make you be better than what you are musically.
That's
if that makes any sense, you know what I mean?
That actually, I've never thought about I don't think we ever talked about that before. That's amazing, though.
It's amazing with the amount of shit that we talk.
I know. But
Yeah.
thinking about that, because I definitely have guitars in this room that are certainly below now, but probably not when I started, but below now my skill level. However, I do have this fucking Taylor 12 behind me that is certainly at least $1,200 beyond my fucking skill level.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same thing either, and like music and sports, I don't like to kind of use that as the same analogy, but if you're passionate about something, right, and it gives you drive, it's the same reason buy the best gear, right, and then outgrow it, right. And I hate using hockey's analogy because once again it's like Canadiana 101, and also me and hockey players get together like air show disaster. You guarantee there's going to be an explosion.
Let's fucking go, bud.
Oh yeah, here
fucking go me.
Here you go.
What are you fucking new by?
Want to go me like fucking?
Oh yeah, try me, bud.
bud?
I'll beat the dick right off you. What?
Yeah.
Nothing?
Oh, just fully sending her,
Why
bud.
don't
You want
you
to drop the fucking mitts, bud?
Yeah.
Why don't you give your nuts a tug there, titty twister?
Oh! Yeah, no, but it's a perfect example, and buy gear that offsets your skill level, and then rise to that occasion, and that's why we have pawn shops and giving somebody else a chance or whatever have you. You're just like keeping it around, and that way you have an extra guitar on hand for somebody who might not be where you're at with your guitar, but maybe they got a great voice or they bring something else to the table. And so yeah, I'll always bring the gear, and I feel like I'm a bit of a hypocrite right now because my guitars fucking suck right now. But at the same time, one of those kind of anomalies, I'll just come over and like, hey, look what I learned. It's like, when did you learn that? 5 minutes ago on the bus. Okay, cool. But no, what the fuck were we actually talking about? Oh yeah, no, that lovely raspberry tort I made the other day. That was lovely.
It was, yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
I'm jealous I didn't get any.
Well, I would have saved you some, but I ate it all. Oh. It was the holidays. Just kidding. Raspberry tort's code for bottle of bourbon.
Yeah. So, expensive folk. I have to go back to this. They further say about expensive folk instrumentation, which incorporates very obvious elements of pop production, ultimately creating a slicker and shinier sound than straight down the middle folk. Quote, even with all of the more exotic or unusual components, it's really just pop music at its core, unquote.
Oh, fuck, that makes sense. Here we were taking forever to fucking talk about it.
Yeah.
It was right there.
Yeah.
Well, we just wasted everyone's time for like 5 minutes.
I don't like to go through the whole EPK before I listen to shit. I want to listen to it and then I want to discover what they say about themselves, because then I can say what I want about them, and then I'm like, oh, right.
Oh, that's
because
fair.
we got that right.
See, I like people talking about themselves first, and then you're just like, shut up.
Yeah. Go to bed.
Yeah, go to bed. Yeah, this is what I think. No, in all fairness and all shit talk, I like that song. I would actually wouldn't mind hearing something else. Like probably when we sign off, like I'd listen to something else for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Me too.
And once again, dude, not putting myself on a pedestal because I mean I'm just a expensive folk too, I guess. But I'm gonna figure out a better term for myself. I don't know, like inexpensive sarcasm. Like, you're gonna get it for free. Yeah, and I don't clap for crap ever. Usually just being a hyper negative person.
Yeah.
That's not true. I'm usually pretty positive.
No, you are. You know, when it comes to music, you are actually pretty positive, regardless, because you know people are doing their shit, and but it's funny because
in all fairness, are you doing something musically?
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, and music's a tough gig, and it hasn't gotten any easier over years and years and years. Like, you take the Zeppelin, take their origin story, whatever have you. There are so many bands, and there are so many places to come out of now, and now with media making it so vastly accessible to every facet, anywhere. You know what I mean? Yeah. You can literally be a mega star in 72 hours. You know what I mean? It takes absolutely nothing. And so with that too, there's a very, very deep, large pool. And, not big fish in a small pond. Fuck you. This is an ocean of music that's constantly being produced and developed. Yeah. And there's always somebody coming behind. And a lot of people have different selective ears of what they want to listen to. Yep. And once again, not being a dick, it's not something completely brand new that I haven't heard, but it was a neat kind of blend of a couple of things mixed together that I have been kind of enjoying lately. So, I mean, if I was wearing a hat, I'd tip it. I mean, I liked it.
Yeah.
I'd give you... No, I don't have any in this room.
I don't want any of your hats.
But it's okay.
They all smell like that terrible Garfield brand nacho cheese tortilla chip.
Shut up.
You remember those?
Yeah.
And he's wearing a poncho. Garfield in a poncho. He was great.
Yeah. Where the fuck's my lasagna?
I don't know, but you got some nachos in your hat.
Right? So, also, I just have to say, I hope that Raynes actually wrote their press kit. So, they say, I like the alliteration here. So, there are recurring lyrical motifs running through the music of Raynes. Heads and hearts, blood and bones, sugar and salt, sun and rain. We lose the alliteration for sun and rain, but and wine and water, among many others. There's also a number of musical ideas and elements that repeat in many of their songs, such as atmospheric synth tones, violin and mandolin counterpoints, and world-inspired percussion. So, yeah, I mean, I get some of that, for sure. Mm-hmm. I just like as a writer, I just like the alliteration that they mostly went through. I wish the whole line there was alliterative. But beyond that, anyway. So Raynes is kicking
hypercritical.
I am. That's true. I had to find something bad.
That's
to say.
So you. See what I just did there?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Being hypercritical. Hashtag best friends.
Yeah, we have fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me over today.
Oh, thanks for coming over today.
Hey, I was in the neighborhood, freezing my balls off. That was awesome. It was great.
Yeah.
I actually just needed shelter, and I just got hornswoggled into this podcast. It's right on.
It's a nice balmy minus 25 outside. Well, not anymore, but it was this morning.
Yeah, when we walked.
Let's not forget that wonderful thing called a wind chill. I don't know if anyone ever actually listens to this or
yeah. There are 26 people who are subscribed to it. Anyway.
I'm going to assume that they're all here in Northern Ontario.
They almost all are. Yeah.
Yeah. So they all.
One's in Muskoka.
No, in Muskoka. That's practically the tropics.
I know.
Yeah.
Snow belt that it is.
You're not kidding.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Just outside of Gasoline Alley, and then they just get dumped on by the river. Yeah, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. No, it's great. And what a nice, fun activity. I guarantee you, if it's summertime, mostly because I'll be working like a lunatic, but also if it's, even, let's say, 50 degrees warmer than it is right now, you won't catch me inside talking on a podcast. Nope. We'd have to record live at the beach. Get a lot of, wind interference.
I was going to say, we'll be out at... right at the beach at your place, I guess. Yeah, that beachfront property. We'll be right there on Nipissing, and boom. We could actually do that, too.
We can do a lot of things. We have the technology.
We should.
Yeah, because we're like rich folk.
Yeah, that's right. Expensive folk.
Yeah, sorry.
That's right. Yeah, that's what we're like. All right, well, thank you, Raynes, for these Second Thoughts.
Yeah.
And for your new single, Second Thoughts. Great song. And I think it could work in a club. I think it should hit some sort of, put it on to make sure that it gets onto some sort of rom-com montage thing. I think it would really work. I'm sorry.
It's going club.
Yeah. It should go club for sure. But I mean, it would work for that rom-com thing, and I hope you don't take offense to that because that's a lot of money.
I also can think of 8 fictitious DJ names off the top of my head who would grab that and just add. And don't get me wrong, the beat's already there, and everything we're talking about, that cannonball snare and all these things. Mm-hmm. But I mean, just club mix.
That's right.
It's going to be fucking ridiculous, and it's going to blow up. So, I mean, just hitting Billboard, congratulations, that's awesome. I'm glad I got to hear it, because now it's going to be something that you and I are going to strip down acoustically and fuck around with it, and it'll be fun.
And if you guys do listen to this and bother to give a flying fuck, and you want to hear our acoustic version of it, I guess let us know, and maybe we'll actually try and make it like a worthwhile acoustic version that you can listen to. But barring that, that's our single sweep for the day. Check in next Saturday for our next single sweep. The single that we'll be doing then, I have no fucking clue. We'll figure it out on the day. And thanks for joining. From Long Hair Leclair and
Marla the Mar
McHardy. What are you drinking, wine, bud?
Holy fuck, bud.
Thanks, Brad.
Hey.
See you guys.
Thanks for having me out. Yeah, this is great.
Thanks for the bourbon, baby.
Yeah, no, anytime. That's great. I probably won't be on a whole lot of shows. I am a distraction. Yeah.
No, it's wonderful.
Yeah, come on over.
Now we're gonna go to bed.
Night.
Swept Media. Get swept up in today's independent music.
Awesome. What's great about these episodes, I don't even need to worry about bloopers because they're just in the episode.
Yeah, they are.
That's why I love it. Because if you just keep people running for long enough, it's like, oh yeah, yep, oh, yep.
Oh, here we go.
It's really easy. I like it.
I like the fact that it's not live either.
Yes, so do I. Fuck, man, I couldn't imagine doing this shit live.
Oh, I'd love being live.
I would, but I'm sure I'd say something too fucking horrible. Yeah, but you don't care. I'm the one running the fucking...
That's okay, then you just fucking switch ownerships.
That's
my show.
No, it'd be Marla McHardy's show at
That's
that
right.
point.
Yeah, you just fucking keep going down the line of people getting thrown directly under the bus.
I guess I'll stop recording now.
We talk about the things we could do.
Oh shit.
Make plans and never follow through.
Yep.
Here we go.
Until it's bitter, we sure reconsider.
Sure, we're not still live, are we?
We hope it's
Oh, alright then. Well, I'll just shut up.
but maybe it's been long enough.
It's not live.
Well, no, but I mean, we're still recording.
No.
Yeah, I hate when I get caught live. Yeah, that just means you're straight up caught.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I don't hate this.
Yeah.
And shake the uncertainty, or just take it away. We took a holiday without a better way to show each other the space we needed filled in our hearts. And if it's all we got, maybe our second thought, we gotta steady the road so we can both go home for the night with a fever to sleep through. I'm being too slow to decide whether I wanna keep you. But I wonder if we know the way home. Still lost inside the honeycomb. Our mumbled indecision, stumbles and revisions we made. I'd kill for a guarantee to make it easy to stay. And shake the uncertainty, or just take it away. We took a holiday without a better way.
Going full bore. Just Muay Thai in that shit.
That's something I gotta talk to you about. Dancing bye bye bye. Like, that's like rapid fire go to bed.
For sure.
Show each other the space we need found in our
do, do, do.